So joining me now to discuss how shoppers should approach this is Kristin McGrath. She's senior editor for the Krazy Coupon Lady. Kristin, it's great to have you on the show today, and especially because of the timely news that we've heard just in the past 24 hours from the White House with those tariffs set to go in place on Mexico and Canada, as well as China. What does this mean for shoppers?
Right. So for shoppers, it could mean increased costs. You know, a lot of these suppliers and companies that are importing things from abroad, from China and elsewhere, they'll eat some of those costs, but they'll pass some of them on too. And some of those costs will get passed on to consumers.
Interesting. So are there certain ways that consumers should be navigating this? Perhaps items that they should be buying up and stocking up right now?
Right. So some of the things that are most likely to be impacted, there's 10% tariffs on Chinese goods that are currently are going to affect a lot of those cheap things the most. Things where there's not a huge margin for error that the companies can take on and not pass to consumers. The profit margins are already pretty low. So if it's something that's cheap, if it's inexpensive clothing, if it's inexpensive toys, if it's inexpensive goods of any kind that you get on Amazon from those third-party sellers, and it's something you need, maybe start looking at those now.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. So it sounds like electronics obviously would fall into that category, some of the small product items as well. How could this impact U.S. retailers?
Yeah, so the retailers are going to have to do a lot of maneuvering as well, especially, if they're working with suppliers who are importing foreign goods. And, they're all in competition with each other, these retailers. They, don't necessarily want to pass the full price on to the consumers. So they're going to be finding ways to maneuver, whether that's working with their suppliers, looking at their supply chains, finding other ways to cut costs. They don't have to pass all of it on to consumers, knowing that they're in competition with each other.
So what's the best way to be a smart shopper? How can people take advantage of coupons, for instance, Kristin, to navigate their way through this?
Yeah, so the frustrating thing with these tariffs is that price tags are likely to go up on certain things, and consumers don't have control over what's written on the price tag, but they do have control over whether they pay that full amount, and that really is where coupons come in. Embrace those weekly ads that stores put out, get stores apps, look into those cashback rebate apps. Krazy Coupon Lady is looking for deals every single day, so find ways that you can avoid paying that full higher price tag.
Are loyalty programs that offer certainly perks and exclusives, even discounts sometimes, something that our viewers should consider too?
Yeah, if there's a retailer that you like and that you shop at frequently, definitely get their loyalty program. They are generally free. A lot of them have apps where you can pull in manufacturer coupons, store offers, get those all in one place and just scan at checkout. And then plus you can earn loyalty points with that store that, maybe there's something that a tariff pushed higher, that price tag is stubbornly high. You can use those rewards points to defray the cost.
Mm-hmm. What about refurbished technology? What are some discounts that shoppers could expect in that category?
So refurbished is a good way to sidestep tariffs. So for example, Best Buy, Amazon all have refurbished tech programs where it's a product that they've inspected and deemed to be in good working order. You're not just buying it off some random person on the internet. And a lot of times, depending on the retailer and the product, their return policy works as well. So if you get it and instead it doesn't work, you can return it. So consumers have those protections that they'd have buying something new, but can save up to 50% by buying it refurbished.
Mm-hmm. Are there certain price tracking or comparison tools that you like, Kristin, that could benefit shoppers?
I really like Camel. It's a Amazon price tracking tool, but that's a really good sort of bellwether to see, what something has cost historically over time. So what's really great about that is you can see, okay, is this something that drops, for example, on Amazon Prime Day, or that always goes down in price on Black Friday? Is the price I'm looking at historically high or historically low? And that can kind of give consumers a little bit of intel on whether it's a good time to buy something.
What about generics? Can that save shoppers money?
Yeah, so a lot of stores have their own generic brands, and they've really minimized the cost of those for their consumers. You can probably expect them to be leaning into those a bit more with tariffs on the horizon, and in some cases in full effect. So that can be a smart way to save a little money. However, sometimes some generic brands, some off-label brands are, are imported from China. So you kind of have to look and see where something's being made.
Yeah, I think that's a good note there. And in terms of weekly ads, right, that's a good place, I think, to find discounts as well. Are there certain ways to find those? What would be the best source, perhaps, Kristin, when it comes to weekly ads?
Target's known for having a good weekly ad with discounts and sales and free gift card offers with purchase that changes every week. And really, your local grocery store, whether you're looking at it in the app or you're just grabbing it as you walk into the store, that's sort of your bird's eye view on what's on sale that week, what has a buy one, get one offer, and where you can cut some costs.
I do have the Target app, and I must say, enabling the notifications has saved me a lot of money over the course of these past few months, especially around the holidays, too. Kristin, great to get your take. Again, a very timely segment, of course, with the White House announcing those tariffs that will be in effect. Kristin McGrath is a senior editor for the Krazy Coupon Lady. Thank you.
Thank you.